car's in pretty rough shape right now. Let's be honest. The windshield's just been smashed out. At the very end, if you stick around, I'll show you the photo I found of what it looked like 5 years ago. What's up guys, it's your boy Mad Mike, and today I'm going to provide you with all the info on my new Ferrari Replica. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and leaving all your questions and comments. It's because of you guys that I picked up this new project. So let's get into it. What's the new project and why did you pick it up? Well, the new project is a Ferrari Koenig Replica. So the car is based on a 1986 Pontiac Fiero chassis. It's got the stock 2.8 liter V6 motor, and this car only has 60,000 original kilometers. So I think what I'll go ahead and do is bring up my computer here and show you guys some photos of what it looks like when I first found it. And at the very end, if you stick around, I'll show you the photo I found of what it looked like 5 years ago. Alright, so here's what the car looked like when I first went down and saw it. So I went down there, I pull up. The second I pull in, I could see the back end of it. I'm walking down, it's covered, it's sitting in a puddle and all that, but I see the back end, the grill, everything. And it was honestly, I thought it was a Testarossa. Like at that point, I knew I had to have it. I didn't care what it looked like from the side or the front. It had me on the back end. So yeah, I walk up, I see the back end, the grill, I go to the side. Yeah, it looks a little bit shorter, but for me, it's easy for me to tell. To anybody else, it'd be very difficult. Walk around the front, I'm like, okay. And you know, I saw the cracked windshield, the missing door glass, the bad interior, it needs paint, it's got some cracked fiberglass. But to me, I love that kind of stuff. I love working on these cars and bringing them back to life. So I looked around and I said, yeah, you know what, this doesn't look bad. So if it looked like a horrible kit car, never would have bought it. But it looks cool to me, and for me to be able to pick up this car and drive it around and feel like I'm driving around in a Ferrari, you can't beat that for a couple grand. So anyways, got a little sidetracked there, but so this is the car when I first came up to it. The hood's propped up right now, but it folds back down like an F40. It's a full entire front clip. You can see the windshield smashed, obviously, but look at the size of the door scoops. Look at the size of the rims and how deep the rims are. These are replicas of the actual Koenig rims. You can see the scoop in the far back quarter panel that was molded in to look like the Koenig. The normal Testarossas didn't have this. But here's the back end I was talking about that I saw when I first walked up. You can see all the, you know, the moss and the mold. I love that. You know, barn finds to me, oh, nothing beats a good barn find. You can see that the truck deck lid needs to be glued back down and just realigned. Not a big deal. Here's a good side view of it. You can see the black side skirts right now. You know, the interior, windows obviously rolled down, and windshield's obviously smashed. So, you know, tearing out the entire interior is probably priority. Dry everything out, put the new seats in. Alright, here's a good angle of the car. You can see the front air duct scoop is missing a piece of fiberglass, but he's got that. As well with the lower valance on the back end that goes in between the muffler pipes was cracked. He's also got that, so a little bit of body work there to do. Alright guys, here's the motor of the car. As you can see, everything's intact. Like I said, it's got 60,000 original kilometers. I think the dash says 63,000. But I popped it, you know, at the engine bay, look at the engine, and I've rebuilt a lot of these Fiero engines, so I know what I'm getting into. I can tell whether it would ever fire up again or not. Motor's not seized. The belts are actually, you know, not too dry or too cracked up. Still holding good green coolant. Nothing's been modified on this engine other than some new plugs and whatnot. So it's a stock engine, which I love working on because something modified, you never know what you're getting into. But being a stock car, I have a lot of extra parts for this car. Here's another view of the engine here. You can see all the plugs still hooked up, all the vent lines, the fuel lines. Nothing's rotted out too bad. The headlights are a funny part of this car. So you can see at the front, it's got a couple of rivets holding on like a piece of plexiglass. I'm gonna update this. I might do a fiberglass inlay mold or do a new Lexan cover with black edging. I don't know, comment below what you think I should do to the headlights. Here's the back end of the car. So you can see the rear lower valance piece that's cracked off. He's got that, so I'll have to fix that. Here's another view of the back end. You can see the two scoops, the two F1s, air duct scoops. Those are different than the normal Testarossa. It does have a sunroof as well too. So that's something that a Testarossa wouldn't come with, but obviously this is a kit and it's kind of cool to have a sunroof. Great. Tires, I think they're like 11 inches wide on the rear. No spacers either. On my other kit I'm running 6-inch spacers on the back, and that's scary on the highways around here. Look at all the weeds, just covering everything up. So it's got the Fiero mirrors have been modified and sucked into the side of the car, just like the Koenig edition. The Testarossas had, I believe, one long mirror. So that's something different between the Testarossa and the Koenig. You can see there the front bumper's got the turn signals are working, headlights are working, all the lights in the car are actually working, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so here's the interior. So it's got a 4-speed manual transmission. It's got leather seats. That's not stock in the Fiero, but these seats have been in the rain and the weather for 5 years now, so I'm going to rip them out and put my Ferrari 355 seats into it. I got a new steering wheel for it. The whole interior, I'm going to rip all the carpet, the door panels, the dash out. I'm going to refurbish the entire interior. I'm thinking about going maybe black and tan, because the old Testarossas, man, nothing beats red on tan interior. So I might do that. So the whole interior is going to get gutted. But you can tell how nice of a job they did on the kit. All the door sills and the door seals and the paint job with all the VIN numbers and the weather stripping, everything's been put back on and properly put back on. There's a lot of kits that look unfinished because they don't have all the proper seals, and a lot of parts where clips were broken during the teardown. But this kit here was really nicely finished. So 18 years ago, this car probably looked insane when it was first done. I got a full exhaust system for it, so I'll probably end up getting whatever exhaust is on there now and just putting my new exhaust that I already have in storage onto it. But I'll definitely do some custom exhaust tips. Maybe do like a center quad tip, or do kind of just match whatever they did on the Koenig. You can just see all the weeds growing up the side of it. You couldn't even open up this door because the weeds were tied around the mirror and everything. It's pretty crazy. Mother Nature will eat your stuff up. So there we go. You can see it sitting in the puddle, but I love it. I'm excited to go pick it up. I'll show you a couple photos that I photoshopped here. Boom. Alright, first up, you can see on this one here how I colored in all the black skirts into being red now. So I think it looks better red, but let me know, comment below. Another version with the red side skirts. This one here I did black wheels. I don't know, I'm not really digging the black wheels on this. I think I'm gonna go silver and gold like it was originally. From the back end with a full red paint job, side skirts and everything. Man, it's gonna look nice. Alright, are you guys ready to see what the car looked like 5 years ago? So here's the photo I found of the car from 5 years ago. I found it on one of the kit car websites. I just kept searching for Koenig and Testarossa and Ferrari Replica and all these different sites trying to find any original photos of the car, and I found one. I was lucky to find one, and look at this. It's sitting in the guy's driveway with a for sale sign on it. The photo's not the best. I know it's pretty pixelated, but you can tell how nice of a red paint job it had. Gloss black side skirts, the wheels were polished, and it's all in concrete. It's not sitting in a puddle, and it gives me an idea of what the car's gonna look like when it's finished. So I was really stoked to find this photo. So let me know what you guys think of the car. Comment below, leave your comments. Are you excited for this project and see what I do with it? Let me know what color you think I should paint it, or what kind of exhaust I should put on it. So that's it, guys. I hope you're stoked to come along on the journey and watch this build. Be a part of it. Comment below what you think I should do to the car. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure to hit the bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And yeah, the journey begins. Let's do it. Peace.